Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and turn my notifications on. This video low-key kind of requires some background information. So if you're a new subscriber, or like this is your first time coming to my channel, let's just say that like 85% of the people here today are from one singular video I made when I was 15. It was truly a monstrosity of a video. So hideous. That video was a story time of me getting suspended for getting caught using a Juul in high school. It had like 1.7 million views whenever I finally put it on private. If you are not new here, you may have noticed that literally all of my videos are gone right now. I have like fucking 8 videos out, which means I better start posting a lot more soon before I get demonetized. Why did I private those videos though? The short explanation is they were just fucking ugly. From my fucking face to my hair, like I don't know what I was doing. I know for a fact I wasn't that ugly at that time period. So whatever was going on the camera, beyond me. That wasn't even the only issue. That was just the biggest issue. Now the second biggest issue was I didn't know how to talk at all. You would have thought I was on cocaine, but in reality I was mostly not on cocaine. I wasn't expecting, to like blow up like that from that one video, and then like people just wanted more content. So then like I felt like pressured to be like, I'm gonna post 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, which was too much for me to grasp, even though it's really not. But like, if you're forcing yourself to do something, you're not going to do it your best. So all of those videos were half-assed, me talking really fast, trying to get my shit like just all out in like 10 minutes. Not even trying to make the video entertaining, really, just trying to make a 10-minute video was all I was doing. And I just came to the realization you cannot make a good video unless you truly want to record at that point in time, which I do right now. That doesn't mean I want to like post 2 videos a week right now, but that means right now I'm going to pre-record videos while I actually want to record. And also I'm kind of busy on OnlyFans now, so it's not like I have like the most time to do all this shit. Now back to that monstrosity of a video I was talking about earlier. That video actually landed me interviews on 2 different news channels. I'm not going to show them now or like link them though, because like I was like, at the time I didn't watch them immediately after they came out for the sole purpose of I knew right after it happened I was like, this is fucking cringy. So like I just knew whatever it was going to be a mess. And watching it like for real, I was like, wow, this is gonna be out there for a long time, man. And boy was I right, because for the next 2 years after that, it really haunted me. Like on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, every single social media, people were like, I saw your interview at school. Like they were using me in assemblies like I was, like the bad guy in the videos you guys watch at those drug-free school programs. Like, yeah, they used my fucking interview at school assemblies, and people tweeted me videos of them like showing it at the assembly. Like they were not capping, like this shit was happening for real. Now for the past 1.5 years, I would say I've been like debating quitting nicotine for like multiple reasons. The one being it just being like a waste of money, and like honestly it doesn't do anything to me anymore. Like at the time that the video I posted came out, I used to get buzzed, as I said in the video, like the head rush or whatever the fuck you call it, but none of that happens to me now. So like literally it just became a chaser for weed, which it being a chaser for weed made it like really hard to quit, because obviously I smoke a lot too. I always thought I needed a chaser for weed, but the issue was I was also battling a very high tolerance to weed, meaning like I was smoking I was smoking weed out of a gallon plastic bottle, which is probably why it tasted so bad to me. Water was probably not its newest either. Let's just say whenever I use a clean bong though, I don't need a fucking chaser. I mean, I got water, you don't need a fucking chaser like that. Especially if you need a chaser, use orange juice or apple juice. Don't use a fucking nicotine device. It's crazy to me to think that like after every time I hit a Jeeb or a blunt or anything, because like just any weed related, I'd used it as a fucking chaser. It was like, imagine like every time you hit a bong you would hit a cigarette. Like that just sounds like double the damage, And also like, let's not go into detail about drinking because, America. But let's just say it was a chaser for that too, an excellent chaser. Like if you don't have juice or anything to chase your liquor with, if you get yourself a banana ice hide, banana ice puff bar, you will be ship-shape. But also I realized that was kind of like just another excuse for me to keep using it, even though it wasn't doing anything for me. It's just like, it's like cocaine. Like I'm like, why do you keep going back to cocaine? It does nothing. But you know what? I feel like those are the ones that really get the ass. It's like the ones that don't do anything, that you coming back, So in my second to last or my last video, depending on whatever order I post these in, you may have noticed I had coronavirus. In that same video, I was hitting nicotine, which was actually the last time I ever hit nicotine. I also was talking about how like Reddit and Google weren't giving me a straight answer, so I didn't know if I could smoke weed while having coronavirus either. Which ultimately led me to the decision to just finally ask my fucking doctor, and the answer was no, to not smoke weed or to vape. The second he said to not vape, I was like, all right, Kyler, you know what? This is a blessing in disguise. If you have got to stop vaping right now for your health, you might as well just never go back. Like, what is the point? Like, if I can go 14 days without hitting it, why would I go back to hitting it after that? And then immediately I was like, I'm going to have the most clickbait video to return to YouTube with. So it was a double win there. So I immediately stopped using nicotine and weed as of that fucking day. I mean, I smoke weed now, but like I was able to stop for the time being. Which, by the way, how the fuck is anyone addicted to weed? Real shit. I can understand maybe not being able to sleep without it, but like, could you sleep without it before you started smoking? I remember I was just sitting there. I was like, damn, wow, it's 7 in the morning. I'm really not going to sleep because I cannot smoke. No, that's not the reason I couldn't fucking sleep. I was like, you know what? In elementary school, when the fuck could I sleep? Like, I used to eat like 8 melatonin in 4th grade. So clearly this has been a long time problem, and weed was just a form of self-medication. Because like, it's not like I was going to die without it, I still lived. I just didn't sleep well. But like, I mean, I slept well. It's just at the wrong time, which I've always talked to doctors about, and they never gave me an answer to. So that's always just going to be a fucking problem. The worst thing though is while having COVID, I had the most like stressful fucking week. Nothing to do with COVID though. As you could tell in the video, I was pretty asymptomatic, literally had nothing going on with me except for a fucking fluttering heartbeat. But honestly, that was probably anxiety. But let's just say that the first 6 to 7 days I couldn't use nicotine or weed was the most stressful. Like, every single day had a new ordeal on top of it, which is so fucking weird because like I wasn't even leaving my house. Like, it's just like shit was just coming at me like left and right, and I was like, you know what? God is testing me today and the next day and the next day. God was testing me that fucking week. It is nothing short of a Christmas miracle that I was able to make that shit out without doing something. Like, most people would have probably been a meth head after everything that went down. I can't get into that yet though. We'll talk about that in another video. And the whole gag is, I don't even know if I necessarily had to stop using nicotine and weed while having COVID, because I have a friend who enjoys using nicotine quite a lot. And it turns out he never stopped using it during COVID. But he said that he, quote unquote, vaped his heart out the entire time. And I mean, he's alive, so there's that. I don't really care though. I'm just glad that I stopped doing it altogether, because that was the ultimate goal. I've always wanted to do that for the past year. I figured one day we're all gonna stop doing it anyways. Like, there's no way we're still gonna have puff bars whenever we're raising. Actually, especially when we're raising kids, that's probably when we're gonna start using them. So yeah, as of right now, I am not using it. It's been over a month. I stopped getting cravings and stuff like that. Like, never. I still think about it every day. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If you quit, like, give other people your tips, your advice. Don't forget to subscribe to my OnlyFans. Link is down below. Follow me on all social media. Links are down below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn my notifications on. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.